Hi, this is Mama Paula again, and we're going to make a cheese sauce for macaroni and cheese and rice and cheese. So you're going to start out with the double boiler, okay? You're going to fill it up a quarter of the way in the pan. Then you're going to add the top part with about a tablespoon and a half of butter. And then we're going to let that melt. And then we're going to add a quarter of a cup of flour. We're going to stir that to make a roux, and then we're going to add some garlic, about a teaspoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon of ground mustard. And then we will add our milk to that. Okay, and then the butter is melted in the pan. I'm taking a quarter of a cup of flour and I'm taking a whisk and I'm whisking it. Okay? I'm going to make a roux. That's butter and flour. Okay? And then we're going to add the garlic powder and the ground mustard. And we're keeping to whisk. I'm going to lower the heat to like a medium low. And let me add some milk. I'm going to be using 1%, but you can use whole milk, 2%, whatever you want, skim milk. Okay, and you're going to fill it up half the way in the pan, and you're just going to keep stirring that until everything's nice and stirred. And then we're going to add our cheese. All right, it's all stirred now. Now I'm going to be adding my I'd say about 2 pounds of cheese ends. Okay. They're mainly American. I believe there's some cheddar in here. Let me just get the rest out. Okay. And so what we'll do is this is on a medium heat now. We want to melt all the cheese into the milk mixture and the roux. And when that's done, we'll add it to some pasta and some rice. So until next time. So the roux is done. The cheese sauce is done. Okay, we have some rice here. Okay, you're going to get your bowl close to the cheese sauce, and you're going to just spoon it in. And we also have pasta boiling on the stove here because we're going to do pasta mac and cheese too. So we're just going to get this. We're going to stir this in. See how much we need. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. One more scoop will do. Okay. And then we're going to top it with my homemade breadcrumbs, which consists of any type of white or wheat bread. Put it in a food processor. Add some garlic powder. Add some parsley and salt and pepper to taste. And Romano cheese. Okay, so let me get... See, I pre-do things. So I have this. This was in the freezer. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a little bit out. And I'm going to top the rice and cheese with some breadcrumbs. It gives it a nice taste. And it looks pretty too. So that's enough. And we're going to put this in the oven. And then we'll come back and we'll do the pasta. So I put all the rest of the cheese sauce in the pan that I'm going to cook the macaroni and cheese in. And I strained the pasta. Okay. And I'm putting it in the pan. And I'm going to mix this up. Can you hear that? When you use shells or anything with like a hole in it, or a place where the cheese sauce can get in, you can hear it. Oh, that looks great. So they're all covered. Okay. And now we're just going to, so I'm doing just homemade breadcrumbs on the top, okay, with this macaroni and cheese. But you can top it with like diced tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, and then you can put breadcrumbs on top, whatever you want. I'm not using tomatoes today. I'm just going to use the breadcrumbs that I took out of the freezer. I make my breadcrumbs and then I throw them in the freezer, and that way if I need it for a recipe, they're already done. You save so much time doing that. It's the prep that takes a lot of time to make, to make different dishes. So, okay, that's enough. That's plenty. All right, I'm going to put this in the oven with the rice and cheese, and then we'll come back to see what it looks like when it's done. So the macaroni and cheese has been in the oven for a good half hour. And here's the mac and cheese. Okay. And here is homemade rice and cheese. I'm going to give my husband a little bit of mac and cheese. All right, so I'm just going to take a spoon. Okay. Can you see how hot that is and how delicious? All right, so if you like this video, please subscribe. And until next time, this is Mama Paula. Have a wonderful day.